Good evening, folks. Joe Baker with Trade Pilot. I guess we could all just sit and think about what happened today and see whether they're playing politics or maybe there's something we don't know in these bills that is bad for us. There's got to be a reason why this bill didn't go through when they were willing to risk this. I just seem to hope that they're doing it in our best interest and not their own. It makes one wonder what these lawmakers, where their allegiance truly lies, I should say, on both sides. Absolutely in amazement. But at any rate, let's get to what's important is if you are a trader, how do you trade these volatile markets? How do you get bullish, or how do you go long in a market with all this news out? Or how do you go short and know when to go short? And as you all know, or maybe you don't all know, but this is why I'm bringing this up. I'm a very big believer, of intermarket analysis. And as I have mentioned before, I do use indicators. I couldn't trade without them. I know there's some people out there that are very good tape readers. They say you don't need indicators, and whatever. I would imagine some of them out there are pigs and pokes, and they don't work. But when something's based off of an actual, meaning something's based off of the yen, in relation to the S&P, I don't see how that indicator can't work. So at any rate, let's go over this. This is this evening. I have been trading this, and I have been long this market, and I'm about ready to call it a night. I'm pretty much done, and I just want to tell you where I saw something coming in here. All right, now this was I had seen this spike here in the yen, which obviously scared me. And you can see how the market kind of came down, about 8 or 10 points here. I did get this in here, and then the yen started to come right back down. Now again, seeing this on the right side of your chart is a little tough. It's just hard to put it in relation to the S&Ps or the index you're trading, whether it be Dow or Nasdaq. This works on all of the markets, by the way. If it's going to work on one, it's going to work on all. So what I have is, I've got a MACD of this as well. I think I've shown you all that. It's on my blog, and it's also I did a video on them. But especially in the overnight markets where the yen has such a strong influence over our market, I find it's almost like leaving money on the table if I don't trade it. That's why I'm up so late now. But at any rate, I got my cross. This is basically a 515 crossover of the yen and the S&P. Now this takes data 1 and data 2 and gives you that information on this inverse relationship. So you can see it kind of kept you long all the way up, even through all these crazy moves in here, though they weren't too bad. It did keep you long, and I just want to let you know that it gave you a great sell signal today in the markets. There is what I feel there isn't anything really better as to tell you what way the market is going to be leaning. If you watch this yen the way I have over the years, it is definitely a help. And it does get a little jittery and it does get a little bouncy, just like any other market. But if you have an indicator that does help you, it can really assist you into fully understanding exactly where the markets are going in relation to a currency. And I believe that there's they're buying and selling currencies to either get money out of the markets or in the markets. Money's being pulled out or put back in, and there's a lot of different theories out there based on it. I've read a few right from news bulletins and other currency traders in relations to the yen and the S&P. And if you guys want to just Google that, I'm sure you can get all the information you like. Don't take my word for it. It's proved me very effective, and it's kept me in trades longer. I've pulled these trades off live in the room and shown people how they work, and I get some giggles, but all the while we're making money with it. So I just want to let you know how you can at least navigate some of these wild markets, and let's get over to the levels for tomorrow. Okay, now just a word of caution before I put these out here. As you know, this market is obviously crazy. You're almost trading news. So I just want to let you, all be aware that these are some of the bigger levels in the entire range here. I tried to, throw over 100 points in here. So if this is something maybe you want to keep, if we're going to be in this range and print this, again, you can always just go over where my bio is, hit my blog, put your email address in, and you get these emailed to you, okay, every night. I am going to start doing more and more on the emails and explaining a few more things about how to trade them. Throw us a couple of pictures of some chart setups and trade setups for you as well. So please, if you'd like, just get over there and just put your email in, and you'll get these every evening. But I just want to just go over these real brief. We have a breakdown at 11.08 and a quarter for a target at 10.85.50. Breakout at 11.30.75 for a target of 11.52 and a quarter. We have one pivot in here at 11.45.50, 11.36.50, and then down my line in the sand is 11.20.50, looking for higher levels above. Below it is 11.14, and then the 8 breakdown 11.01.50, 10.92 and a quarter, and then an extension target down at 10.80.50, and ultimately possibly 10.68.50, depending on what type of news we get. Again, folks, this is 110 point moves. So that'd be over 1,000 points in the Dow. So I don't expect all these to be hit. I'm doing the best I can working with these ranges. If you understand, this is all based on range, breakout, and high probabilities. So I'm doing my very best, okay, to give you something that I think we could possibly get. Again, if the market does not give that volatility, obviously the market will fall short of its target. But these are exceptional times, and I'm trying to give you something to guide by. That's why I did want to mention that yen. If you guys have that ability to overlay, the yen on top of other charts, you'll see what I'm saying if you just watch it in action. I think it'll be quite amazing to you all. Take care. Again, please trade careful. Reduce your size. Do not trade this market if you don't have to. I've been saying this. I'm looking for the 1072 would be my target to the downside. I mentioned that back on July 25th of this year, that we should be heading down there, and I mentioned the banking crisis and so forth. So please be careful, folks, and don't be a cowboy on this one. Take care, and I'll talk to you tomorrow.